How fast can we go in an $800 Crown Vic? You're going to find out today on Unity Motorsports Garage. So welcome back to the channel. You know, I picked up a Crown Vic a while back for 800 bucks. Now, granted, you can't get much for $800, but this is the car that we're going to be dealing with. It's 2003 Crown Vic. Inside's not much to look at. You know, it's just got normal stuff, but the thing about it is, these cars are super cheap. And guess what? It has the same drivetrain as earlier model Mustang GTs. Has the 2-valve 4.6 in it, the 4R70W transmission, and the 8.8 rear end. So that makes it a good candidate to be built up because there's a lot of parts in the wrecking yards for these cars. Now, granted, this one is hurt. This motor is running on 7 cylinders, and I'm getting ready to show you that. So as you can see, it's running, but here's the thing that is the kicker. See that puff of smoke? Every time number 6 cylinder fires, that's what you get. A ton of blow by. Yeah. Sometimes it will actually seal up somewhat, and other times it won't. So yeah, we're going to take this thing to the track and see what it will run bone stock. Now, I will say this: when I first got the car, the rear pinion bearing was making some noise. So anybody who knows me, when I fixed the pinion bearing, I went ahead and put a 410 rear gear in the car with a 28 spline track lock, because I knew that this was going to be a car that was going to be upgraded in the future. But yeah, this is going to be the project that gets put on the back burner because we still got to get mixed up boss done. But we're going to take this thing to the track tomorrow with Micah. He's taking the Mustang. We're going to run Shadyside Outlaws with the Mustang, and I'm going to try to get a baseline with the old Crown Vic here and see just how bad it really is. Alright, so we're on our way to Shadyside Dragway. We got Ole Blue loaded up and got the Crown Vic here, and as you can see, all the dash lights are on. That's what you get with an $800 car, right? So we're going to head up towards Shadyside, which is about an hour away from here. We're in Dallas, North Carolina. And yeah, we'll see. You can see the dead cylinder. It's running on 7 cylinders right now. So this is going to be fun to see what this turd can actually do. You know what it is, 2003 Crown Vic. What do you think it's gonna run?
In its current state, I'm gonna go with 1180s.
You hear that? 1180s. He don't have much faith in the brown turd, but you know what? I don't either. It's running on 7 cylinders, so.
If it was on 8, I would give it a 11.0, 1090.
That sounds about right. There's only one way to find out. You know, it doesn't matter how many times I do this, whether I'm driving the slowest car, like this Crown Vic, or if I'm driving Casper, Ole Blue, I still have a good time. You know, it's just the camaraderie you have here at the track and everybody talking and sharing good stories. I mean, that's what it's about. So it's going to be interesting to see how this thing does. All right. Alright, so it's running on 7. This should be interesting. Seven-cylinder wonder. I'm gonna cut a tree on him. That might be all I do. Woohoo! Slowest car I've been in a while. Woohoo! Hit the rev limiter on the shift. You gotta love that. Y'all, this thing ran a 1076 at 65 miles an hour. So, yeah. That blew my expectations away. Even running on 7 cylinders. Well, did you have a good time?
Yes.
So that puts you where? 14? Not bad for the smallest motor in the class.
That's right.
Well, those of you who's been watching my channel for a while know that I have deep roots with the 4.6 liter mod motor. I built tons of them. 2-valve, 4-valve, supercharged, NA, nitrous, you name it, I've done it with them. And the thing about it is, when people buy these cars, the first thing they want to do is coyote swap it. But the reason why I'm going to build this car up and keep the 2-valve is to show that it is a viable option. You know, there's a lot of people that may be just getting into the sport and wanting to find the car cheap, especially if you're younger. And you can pick these cars up and really they can be screamers in disguise, because it being a 4-door car and it having a Mustang GT drivetrain from those years. So the plan for this, I've got a set of trick flow heads that's over at David Vizard's. He's going to port them up for me. We're going to flow test them. You're going to be seeing a lot on his channel about the cylinder head progression and all that. And whenever I get finished up with Project Mixed Up Boss and get it on the road, then and only then, and I've got my buddy Chris Reese's 351 Windsor that we're doing, that's going to be priority. This is going to be something that's going to be ongoing later in the year, because I can't keep driving this car with this 7-cylinder Wonder. I'm going to have to build an engine for it, and I thought it would be a good time to put some 2-valve material on my channel and show that you can make pretty good power with these and not have to break the bank doing it. So I hope you follow along with it, and I hope, and this is something that I want my viewers to do. In the comments down below, I want you guys to name this project. I'm kind of clueless about the Crown Vic. Everything I come up with sounds crazy, but I'm going to let you guys name it, and then I'm going to pick 3 and do a live chat, and then we're going to settle it on the live chat. So thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and until next time, this is Andy from Unity Motorsports Garage. I'll catch you later.